So hello fellow Earthlings, this is Earthling 6455463728, and just for everybody to know, I am a millionaire. That's right, I come from money, zero money. And my topic today is my favorite YouTube features, the things that I love the most about YouTube. And unfortunately, in most of these instances, Facebook doesn't have anything like it. And it's really annoying. YouTube's YouTube. They're about the video. They're not about posts and all this other stuff. So they do the things that they do well, I find. And Facebook is kind of silly and ridiculous not to just try to mimic it. Number one, the first thing that I like that I recently found, I have not been using this for years, but I like it. I wish that I would use it more and more effectively, and that is the watch later. I don't know what they call it. Right. Well, I guess it's a playlist. Playlist. I love the playlists, and I specifically love the watch later playlist because if you go to YouTube and you see on the page that you get to a number of videos that you like. The thing is, once you click on one, they're going to keep bringing up videos like the one that you clicked on. Even though there might be 3 or 4 videos on the front page that you like, they're lost. They're gone. As far as YouTube is concerned, you picked what you liked and we're going to keep throwing more of that stuff at you. And the stuff that you liked on the homepage that you did not choose right away, well, I guess you don't like that. So we're not going to show you any more of it. The good thing about Watch Later is that it's a playlist that I can add stuff to, and I know that I'm not going to lose track of them. There's still going to be the most interesting things on the front page that I'm interested in, and it's not going to be a question of, hey, he's not interested in this stuff, so don't show it to him anymore. There's a physics channel that I like, and I watched a couple of those videos, and then I guess the same thing happened. I go to the YouTube front page, they show me something else that I probably wanted to watch first, and then that just disappeared. They never showed me anything from that physics channel anymore. And I find that to be annoying because there's enough times when, I go on the front page and there might not be anything that I'm particularly interested in. There might just be more of the stuff that I'm sick of this YouTube. You've shown me all of this stuff that I'm interested in. I've had it up to here with this particular content. Show me something different. That's why I like Watch Later. Anyway, the next thing that I like about YouTube is stuff that everybody knows, which is, fast forward and backtrack, that you can go through stuff really quickly by tapping. What would you call it? In the first third of the screen, and then you can tap on the third of the screen, tap, and it'll jump forward a couple seconds. And you can keep doing that, tap. So sometimes, I'm listening to a video and I didn't hear something right. So my hands are not free, so I can't stop it and rewind right away. So then I'll just go tap, and I'll get back far enough to hear what I wanted to hear again. And when you try to do that on Facebook, the screen just gets bigger, which is really annoying, especially if you're on a computer and you're used to doing this with YouTube. Well, I guess you can't do that. But anyway, when you click on the screen, it gets bigger. I don't want it to get bigger. I just want to rewind. I don't know of any easy way to rewind a Facebook video. And that is so freaking annoying. It's just really annoying. I hate that. And I like that YouTube does it so that you can, tap back and forth really easy. That's cool. The next thing that I like, and again, something that I don't use too often, or I never used to use too often, but now, is the speed. So what most people may or may not realize is that when you're talking to someone, you can really listen at a much faster rate than most people talk. which is why when the other person is talking, you're just thinking of all this other stuff that you want to say when you get the chance to talk, because you have more than they're just talking too slowly for you to process. You just have so much extra time that your mind can just go all over the place. Well, you can listen to YouTube and watch YouTube videos at up to twice the speed of the video. And I find that to be so really awesome. That is so fantastic. Because, for example, a Joe Rogan interview might be 3 hours long. Sometimes I'm doing stuff around the house and I'm moving around with my phone. And before I know it, 3 quote unquote hours are gone, because it was really just an hour and a half of me listening at double speed. And if there's something that I missed out on, I can pause the video, tap, and go back and listen to whatever it was at normal speed. And then sometimes I forget to put it back at double speed, so I'm like wasting time. But it's so, if you're used to listening, and it goes away very quickly. But if I'm listening to a video at double speed and it's fine, and nobody has an accent, or there's nothing particularly troubling about the listening, right? So everything is fine. There's no problem listening to the person. And then you click on normal. Honest to goodness, it sounds like people have suddenly gotten really, really drunk. That's one of the problems, because they're suddenly speaking so slowly and you have to wait. It's just crazy to me. Of course, you get used to it again, but I can listen to so much of the stuff that I really want to hear without having to wait for people to say things. And that is something that I really, really like. I don't know how long that feature has been there, but I love it. And I wish I could get that to be my default speed. And then if I don't want it to be, then I can go in and put it to normal speed. But I can listen to so many things that I'm interested in at such a quick speed that it's great. And again, Facebook doesn't have a feature like this. That is so really sad. I forget and I go looking for it in a Facebook video, or I keep hoping that they will put that feature in, and I keep clicking on the little gear thing every so often to see if one day it might be there, but it isn't, not yet. So of course, each one of these features can be annoying. They don't always work exactly how I'd want them to work. So for example, if I have watch later stuff, what I find is I am too lazy sometimes to click to watch later to that playlist, and I'll just go to YouTube's front page, and then I'll find more stuff that I want to see that I put in watch later, and my watch later is just getting bigger and bigger, and I need to remember to go to watch later. That's all the stuff that you really liked, so you should probably go there first and do that stuff. Also, the double clicking to go back and forward, sometimes it's hard to find what you missed. Like, you heard that this particular part passed a little while ago, and you're not really sure how long ago it was that part passed. So you have to go back and forth and whatever. And then with respect to the speed, sometimes you have to go all the way down to normal speed to understand what the heck somebody says, or even just go to the screen and look at what, the motion that they're making with their mouth in order to understand that little thing that you missed. So, but even so, the amount of time that you're saving just listening to something, even if I have to go back 2 or 3 times to listen to this thing, first at 1.5 feet speed, then at 1.25, then at 1 speed, to just try and, can I hear what they're saying? Yeah, I find it to be worth it, because I get so much done, and I love YouTube for that. I can't even think of what other features I might want to see in the future. Maybe I'll think of them, but I don't know. But so far, I really like all of those features, and I'm sure that you know about at least one of them, but hopefully they were useful to you. And if they were, you can always click like, and you can always subscribe if you want. All right, have a good one. Peace.